This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today. Today is Tuesday, May 6th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, the Pinterest, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. Whatever does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. There's like dust everywhere, cat hair everywhere. I didn't realize it got so warm out today. I came home, the heat was still on. The cats were like, it's nice in here. And I'm like, no, it's warm in here. It's really not that warm, but we're going to use Spill Tea deck. Okay. I need an opinion. I really, like, I just don't understand people. I don't understand people. So this lady came back to work today after being gone over a year. And her and I ended up being at a station together this morning. And I was talking to her. And she mentioned her YouTube channel. And I remembered, like, oh, yeah. She's got a YouTube channel. She says she's only got 50 subscribers. She posts music, so it's just listen to music. She says she's only got 50 subscribers, but she's got over 1 million views, something like that. Okay, so I said to her, I said you should send me your info. I said I'll subscribe because I listen to music. I love music. I think she mostly does like R&B, rap. I think she does some like oldies type stuff. But I think mostly it's like R&B and rap. That's fine. Like I would subscribe. I would listen to it, I could put it on for background music or something. You know what I mean? Like I listen to music. I listen to anything. She's like, oh, just Google me. You'll find it. Yeah, I literally Googled her and found nothing. Then I go to YouTube and I put her name in there. Nothing. So I'm thinking to myself, does she not want me to subscribe? Like, does she just not want me to have any involvement in that whatsoever? Because here's the deal. I'm too old for games. I'm going to be 45. If you don't want me to subscribe to your channel for some reason, you can tell me that. I won't be offended. I might have questions, but I won't be offended. Now, the fact that you send me on a wild goose chase for nothing, I can't subscribe because I can't find her. And not only that, but like I was just being nice because I would have just, shared some of her stuff. That way, maybe some of you guys would be interested in listening to the music. I don't get it. I don't get it. And this is what I went back to. What was I was talking about the other day, last week, about like I'm always promoting people's stuff, but nobody ever promotes me. I get on Facebook and I like everybody's stuff, and people will literally send me messages on Instant Messenger, say, hey, go look at my stuff and like it. And they never like my stuff. Like what? 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 So I feel like I'm kind of at the point where I just want to say, like, fuck it. like, fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next? Seriously. I don't get it. And the funny thing is like, I don't even really care. Like, if she were to subscribe to me, I would assume she would not. But just the fact that, like you don't want another, you're complaining that you have no subscribers, but you don't want me to subscribe, and you don't want the possibility of people that I know subscribing to it because maybe they'll actually like it. Crazy. Right. Crazy. All right. So I've just come to the conclusion, like, it's fine. It's fine. You can keep your 50 subscribers and, keep chugging away at it like everyone else. And I'll keep chugging away at mine, and we'll just pretend it never happened. That's my feeling at this point. Like, I'm just going to pretend like I never even said anything. I just can't believe how ridiculous it is. We got one on the table. And I don't know, like, I subscribe, and let's say one of you subscribes, right? One of you. That's 2 subscribers that you got from nothing. Like, you didn't have to do anything. I don't know. I don't get it. 2 on the table. 3 on the table. Okay. Ooh. We got 4 on the table. We do have, the first card did come out in reverse. We're going to talk about it. This is almost kind of giving me more of an affirmations kind of feel. But I feel like I always say that, though, when there's no sex or romance or deceit involved. Then it's a reading. I don't know. I don't know. Give me a break. Give me a break. That was interesting. That like popped out from the top. Hey, we had that one last time. We got 5 on the table. 6 on the table. Yep, that confirms my first thought before that card even popped out of there. Seven on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. Yeah, so tell me in the comments if you have any comments about that. Like, what do you think? Like, should I have not even have bothered? That's the thing. Like, I'm a nice person. Like, I totally forgot about her YouTube channel. She hasn't been to work in a year. She got hurt, And I'm thinking, 50 subscribers. Like, she's been doing this for years. I know she's been doing it for years. She told me that like 2 years ago. Like, I guess nobody, people just don't want. I don't even consider it help. I just consider it, I don't know. I don't get it. One last shuffle. That's why I said, like, I've stopped liking people's stuff and sharing, and on my TikTok account, I got rid of a lot of the big name people that I was following, unless it's like news related, because I need some kind of news. And there's a few like funnier people, more comedian like, and then a few cooking people that I like to watch their cooking stuff. But other than that, like, I got rid of like all the other, like, Mama Tot, and like a lot of the ones that just have controversy. Like, I'll pass. Like, I don't need to watch you. I don't know. I don't know. Anywho. We got 10 with bottom of the deck. So we've got past life echoes, but we got it in reverse, okay? We got spreading positivity. Unspoken desires. Ooh. I gotta find my chapstick. I lost my chapstick. We got Authentic Vibes. We got Loyal or Not. It's like one of my favorites. I think it's so cute. I know I'm so weird. We got Love Triangle. I forgot my Labubu. I think I told you guys that my friend was gonna get me this cute little stuffed, little funky little creature looking thing. And I gave her money for it, and she ordered it off Pop Mart. And apparently they're like horribly hard to get and expensive as hell. And she got me one, and she got it. She gave it to me today. I paid her for it last week, and it's in my, it's in the kitchen. I opened it up at work to look at it. It's kind of cute. And it's scary. It's like cute, scary. You know. They're called Labubu. I don't know. Pop Mart. Look up Labubu on eBay. Labobo, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Trust in process. Don't buy one off of there because she's looking for this like ultimate scarce. It's like a, they're kind of fluffy. They look kind of fluffy, and then they got like big heads with big faces. I got a pink and yellow one with a cute little yellow nose. And she wanted this black one. You know, it's like black furry. And apparently it's super rare. They want like $400 for them on eBay. I told her, I said, don't you dare. I said, I did that kind of shit with Beanie Babies, and now those Beanie Babies are completely worthless. I can go to the store. I can go to the antique shop where I buy stuff, buy, my cutesy stuff for my office here, and the artwork from the lady that works there. I can go there and buy a Beanie Baby for like $4. Like I was paying like 20, 50, 100. Shit, what was the most expensive Beanie Baby I ever bought? I don't even know. $500? I seriously don't know. And they're now like worth like almost nothing. And then they tell you that those the purple princess Diana bears, like, ooh, some of them are worth like 5,000, 10,000. Nobody's gonna pay that. Nobody's gonna pay $5,000 or $10,000 for those. Who's gonna pay $5,000 or $10,000 for those? And I have like 3 or 4 of them. I listed one on eBay, or was it Marketplace? It might have been Marketplace for like half of that, like $2,000. People were laughing in my face. like where do people think that other people are gonna spend that kind of money on that? I told her, I'm like, don't you spend that $400 on that little fake Beanie Baby. Anywho, La Boo Boo. Push and pull. I just thought it would be cute for my office because I have weird little things in here. Look at how cute he is. I think I named him Norman or Norbit, or I don't know. But he's cute. I don't think he's scary. Unspoken tensions. And bottom of the deck, release expectations. I spent 13 minutes talking about this shit. All right. Feminine, masculine. So here's the deal. Either you're a newbie and you've never had a past life. You're new to planet Earth. You've never been here before. Or you just have never had like a past life connection with another person, and then it goes into your next lifetime. Like I've kind of talked about it, alluded to it a couple times, that I have basically a twin flame. I consider it a twin flame, and the reason why I consider it a twin flame is because in every lifetime, it's a he, and I'm a she. Um, Although I do believe in 1 or 2 past lives, I was probably a bird or an animal. I'm not gonna lie. Anywho, in every lifetime where I'm a feminine human and he's a male human, we're supposed to be together. We're supposed to get together. Me and this male. And it never happens. It never happens. And it was supposed to happen in this lifetime, and it didn't happen. And it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see how it's going to happen after what happened. Anywho, I consider it a twin flame because every lifetime we were supposed to connect. We were supposed to get together, trigger each other to heal, get together. It's supposed to be that ultimate twin flame connection, and it never happens. And it recurs in every lifetime because it's supposed to eventually happen. And I'm not going to lie, there's at least one time that I remember in another lifetime where it was me that didn't, like, I didn't register the connection, and like I walked away. But all the other lifetimes it was him. Every other lifetime it was him and his low vibrational ass. And I'm not kidding. Like, seriously. Like, he's probably still out there right now dicking around. Can't get his shit together. Fabulous. I got no use for you. And I think I've told you guys before, if you follow me, if you watch some of my past videos, beginning, I want to say beginning of last year, like, I finally went to God and I said, listen, I said, it's not going to happen. like I'm not going to sit here and wait for this a-hole to get his shit together. I said, release me. I said, release me from this connection. I don't want to be connected to them. I don't want to get back together with them. I spent like a year, like, I wouldn't say, let me put it like this. I spent a year mourning, because when you realize, like, you were supposed to be in a connection like that in, like, 10, 15, 20 lifetimes, and it never fucking happens, it's, for me, even now, it's still emotional for me, because it's like, like, how stupid is this guy? Like, like, every friggin' lifetime, like, God sends you the gift and you don't like, whatever. Anywho, I asked him to release me. He released me. I got more than one sign, multiple signs saying, you're released, kid. You're good to go. And thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Because I don't want to be stuck with that tool. I just don't. I can't. I'm not one of those people that doesn't say, like, oh, you can't heal together. You got to heal before you get with that other. No. Like, you both could be healing and get together, and it could be your connection, and it's, you guys end up healing and you end up being married for 80 years, and then you both pass away, right? Fabulous. Great. Fabulous. I don't want to sit around and wait for the next 20 years for this idiot to get his shit together. Like, he's older than me. He's like a 50-something-year-old man that's got his dick hanging out in Chicago, Indiana, Ohio, wherever the fuck he is, Wisconsin. I don't even fucking know. I don't care. Like, I'm done. I'm done. No. We're good. Either you're new here, or you've never had a past life connection. If you're new here, then you never had a past life connection. But if you had a past life, I'm saying you did not have this type of past life connection that was supposed to happen, and it never happened. Whoever you are, you're pretty positive. You probably put off a really good vibe, which is why I think it's here twice, technically, when you think about it. Authentic vibes. You find someone who resonates with your authentic vibe. I think you're constantly looking for other people just like you, as you should be, right? Like, you want those people with the good vibes, And I know it's kind of hard to say that. I don't know how to say this. Like, there's probably, like, There's probably like 4 or 5 ladies at work that I absolutely love and adore, and they just have like the best flippin' vibe, you know? Like they're just, for the most part, I mean, obviously everybody has their days because we're human, but they're pretty happy, they're pretty outgoing, you know, good natured, you know, all that kind of stuff. Friendly, loving, caring. Like, I dig it, you know? Like, I love being around people with that vibe. I got two friends that are pretty close. Although one, they each of them has their issues and their different issues, and it's hard for me to reconcile, I guess, their behavior. Again, they both have their own separate issues that are not the same. Things that I kind of look at and I kind of go like, And the one I don't get it at all because she really is a sweetheart to almost everybody, but then like I don't know, like there's something in the background I cannot put my finger on. And I don't even know if I would want to say it out loud because it would be pretty toxic, pretty bad. And then the other one who I just got, like, I constantly just, she gives off low vibrational vibes. And two things that really um, strike me. And this is a friend that I've had for a long time, y'all, a long time. And I love her to pieces. I really do. But one, she's a clout chaser. I just like, and I don't, I guess I just don't understand that. Um, because I don't get my panties in a twist about celebrities. You know, and I don't think I ever felt like that. Don't get me wrong. I was definitely one of those young girls that, you know, had like, you know, the Corey Haim posters, you know, the Jonathan Brandis or, you know, whatever. Like I was the 80s kid, so Debbie Gibson and Tiffany and New Kids on the Block, and but like now, like even a long time ago, like she'll just say things like, "Oh, did you see that person walk by? They do the, you know, 7 o'clock news on NBC. Who cares? Who the fuck cares?" When I worked for Fannie Mae, I worked in Deerfield, Illinois, and it's kind of a fancy pants area. It's by Highland Park. If you know Highland Park, Winnetka, all that jazz, Highwood, it's all fancy pants area. You have fancy homes and rich people and all that jazz. And Jackie Bang, who used to do local news, Channel 9, WGN, Chicago, came in and bought some candy. And it was funny because, like, I did a double take, but I went up to her and talked to her like anybody else. Hey, you need some candy? What are you looking for? We got this. I can recommend this. This is my favorite. You want to make a box? I'll make you a box. I'll even put on fresh gloves. And she was really nice. You know, she was really nice. And she bought her stuff and she left. You know, it's not like I kept a copy of her receipt or, can I take a picture with you? You know, like, no. Just let the woman shop in peace. She's a human being, for fuck's sake. I just can't imagine, you know, behaving like that. And I'm sure, I mean, I know some celebrities don't care, you know, that's their vibe. They love that. And then there's others that are more private, you know. I just feel like they're human beings. Let them be human beings, you know. And I gotta honestly say, there really is not one like celebrity superstar out there that I would like just stop and drool or anything. Not a man, not a woman. Like, okay. You're Jennifer Aniston? Fabulous. Can you get out of my way? I gotta get that jug of milk there. I mean, what? I don't care, you know? I don't know. And it's kind of funny because people, well, I don't know if people still say this, but I remember like a long time ago, people that lived in California, people that lived in or around Hollywood would always say like, "Oh, celebrities, like you step on them like that, you're like you're on top of each other at every corner, like it's nothing, you know? Like a celebrity, I see celebrities all day." I guess it's not that I look at it like that. I look at it like they're humans. Who cares? And it's kind of funny because, and not to be mean, I enjoyed, I mean, I didn't technically meet her. I didn't say, "Hey, you're Jackie Bang." I didn't say anything. I just treated her like everybody else. And it's funny because there was another woman that came in there when I worked at that store. She was nobody, right? Like she was just a person. And she had the most amazing haircut. And when I tell you that she is probably one of like five people that I remember from working at that store, and it's because of her haircut. Like to me, she was the celebrity. Like she's that person I'll never forget. She had really short hair, like a kind of like a boy cut, like a page boy cut, and she's beautiful, stunning woman, beautiful woman. And I commented on it. I said, "I really like your hair." And she goes, "Really?" She's like, "I literally just cut it like 3 days ago." She's like, "It's never been this short." I looked at her and I said, "It really becomes you. Like yeah, like that's the shit." And I didn't say that to her because I mean I was at work, but like to me, she was a celebrity. I don't know. Maybe I just look at it differently. Whoever you are, you like authentic people. You like the vibes. I mean, you like people for who they are, right? Right? I guess I should love my clout chaser either way, right? I mean, I do, but okay. So don't unspoken desires, unexpressed inner desires, often hidden needs or emotions. So either you got some naughty stuff you don't want to talk about. That's fine. You don't have to talk about it with me or anybody else. You do eventually have to talk about it with someone if you want to experience it. I'm just going to say that. And you might be somebody that like hides your emotions or like doesn't really like share your thoughts. Been there, done that. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I got divorced. Or is it a symptom of the divorce? I don't know. You might have been someone that felt like you never received loyalty. Someone is testing your loyalty. I, I honestly, almost every person I've dated has cheated on me. The ex-husband did not cheat on me. He was unable to cheat on me. However, I will say he lied to me multiple times about multiple situations, about multiple things. That's testing your loyalty. Like you might have people constantly like just pulling some shit on you to the point where you're like, why do I even have anything to do with this person? Like why do I stick around? Why do I let them stick around? Like why don't I just give them the boot? Love triangle. Hidden emotional entanglement is present. I mean, that would make sense if you had past lovers, spouses, whatever, that were not loyal, that were cheaters. You're in a love triangle, whether you know it or not. You know, I was in it multiple times for sure. trust in process. I think it's kind of funny because I've been watching reads lately, and when they've been dealing with like romance, relationships, lovers, etc., they've all been like geared, and it doesn't matter what reader, almost all of them have been geared towards like just get together with that person and let it flow. Like don't like, okay, like we're going to date for 6 months, then we're going to move in together for a year, then we're going to get engaged for a year, then we're going to get married, and then 2 years after we get married we're going to have kids. Like don't plan things out. Like just be with that person and see what happens. See what unfolds. Like do you have to define it right away? I'm just going to say this. When I was with the guy in 2023 from February to July, I defined it. And I've told you guys this before. I was the one that was like, I don't think I want anything. I think I just want to be FWB. And he said, okay. And then like 3 months later, I was like, I kind of like you. Do you want to date? And he flipped out on me, right? And on one hand, I get it because I'm the one that set that boundary. I'm the one that said, let's just be friends with benefits. I don't want to date. I don't want any entanglements. Like let's just fuck around and that's it. On the other hand, ooh, my ears ring. On the other hand, he could have been honest and said, like, I'm already seeing someone. Because again, we were just friends with benefits. If he was already like, trying to date someone, trying to get to know someone, then I would have understood. The thing is he didn't want to lose me. He didn't want to lose that. That I understand as well. As shitty as it is, I understand that as well. I was the one that set that boundary. I was the one that let's be friends with benefits, and he was probably out looking for someone else, and I kind of missed my chance there. I mean, now looking back, do I really care? I mean, even when he came back around this February, and I just cut him off a few weeks ago, to me, he's not worth it. Like, he's still with the girlfriend, like, he's still trying to cheat behind her back, like, come on, dude, come on. Like, you're a 50-year-old man, get your act together, But back then, when him and I first started talking, if I had just said, oh, can we just see where this goes? Maybe he wouldn't have dated the other woman. Maybe. I mean, who knows, right? You just let it go. You see what happens. I have my own thoughts and opinions on what he thought he was doing, but, that's just me. I don't know anything for sure. I mean, I kind of do, but not really. He might have felt pushed and pulled, like, and I'm not gonna lie, like, some emotional, mental abuse, kind of like, gaslighting, narcissistic BS type stuff. Especially if it was someone that, like, kept you in a third party, was lying to you, wasn't loyal to you, cheating, all that stuff. If you question them and they weren't ready to admit what they were doing, they probably gaslit you and, oh, no, like, you're crazy, you're out of your mind, there's nobody else, right? Right? If you're someone that's intuitive, even just the slightest bit, you might have gotten feelings, like, hey, something's wrong here. Pardon me. You might not have said anything right away, like, hey, I know you're cheating, I know you're a liar. You might have just like let it build up until you got to a point where you're like, I just can't be with this with this liar and this cheater anymore. Sorry, my eye is starting to water. Again, trust in the process, release expectations. And that's not even just for relationships, guys. Like I've said this before, like I made a decision to let go and let God, and whatever happens happens, and I just kind of go with the flow, and every day is an adventure kind of thing. And I I'm kind of I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of at the point, like when I talk to God, I tell him, I refer to him as a he. I tell him, if you expect me to be in a relationship with someone, if you expect me to go into union with someone, I said, you're gonna have to bring them to me, because at this point, I'm done searching. Like I'm done. I'm done searching. I'm perfectly happy on my own. I'm perfectly happy by myself, doing my own thing, living my life, hanging out with my friends. I can find plenty of stuff to do on my own. I'm have my own home, have a full-time job, have my own car. Like, I'm good. Like, if you don't want to bring me anybody, fabulous. Then I'm just going to sit here for the next 15 years and enjoy my peace and quiet. Would I like a companion? Of course I would. Of course I would. Absolutely. But, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have no interest. I have no interest in chasing in the slightest. I might be a little bit jaded too. I'm not gonna lie. When I was on OkCupid for that, like 5 months last year, because I ditched it in November. Like 4.5 months I was on there. And I just kept getting guys saying good morning to me. Like literally would say nothing else to me all day, but they would get on there at 5 a.m. in the morning and say good morning. Good morning, Kim. And then nothing. And I'd be like, hey, good morning. How's your day going? Because I wouldn't message them probably till like first break or something. No response. And they just kept doing it every day for like a week or two. And finally I'm like, block? Like what? Like what is this? Just like, is this a bot? Like, I don't know why you would even bother. I assume it's because they had many options and I was not the liveliest of options, and that's a-okay for me. Anyway, I would say, even if you don't want to go so far as to say you'd be okay alone like I am, still release those expectations. Don't when you find a new friend, when you find a new lover, whatever the case may be, don't expect anything. Don't, just live your life, you know? If they become involved in it, they become involved in it, Friend, lover, it doesn't matter. Trust in the natural flow and the natural order of things. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Because I rambled on for like 40 minutes. I rambled on for like 30. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great day or evening, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.